Wayne had this bar one time where he said, Wheezy F baby, and the F is for phenomenal. Carter 6 was so bad, I made a Facebook post sharing my thoughts. Do you think about the person who typically posts on Facebook? Do you think I want to be associated
Damn it.
with that person? He has released the Carter 6,
That's
and it is being panned
No.
pretty much by everybody. You gotta understand, I put this out. This is out of love. I really have to care about artists to really go this far into what went wrong here. And I've broken this out into 6 sections. Sin number 1, the rollout. The Carter series is a big deal.
Right.
All right. And not only for Lil Wayne fans, just hip hop fans, music fans in general. Some of them, at least, are critically acclaimed. They've also have sold very well. The Carter 3 and the Carter 4, in the first week, both of those albums pretty much went platinum. Like, so these albums were very popular. And even the Carter 5 had great sales too. So I found it interesting with all the controversy of Lil Wayne not getting selected for the Super Bowl. 2 days before the Super Bowl, or somewhere around that time, he announces the Carter 6 album. He announces the album in a Cetaphil commercial. Do you know what Cetaphil is? Cetaphil is a skincare
I feel good
line.
about it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's skincare line. Yeah.
Lil Wayne is known for a lot of things. Skincare is not.
No.
And
One of
Cetaphil
those
is
things.
maybe the least sexy name.
It's a very weird. I feel like if you look at the last part of that word wrong, you would say foul. And that
Cetaphile? If he had done it in a cough syrup commercial, that would
have been yes.
That would have been
a win. So he did the Cetaphil commercial, and if you can get paid to promote your album, that's a win.
Yeah,
so
I'm
fine.
totally down
The
with
problem is after he did the Cetaphil commercial, there was nothing. We didn't get like a lead single.
Oh, no.
It wasn't like a video. They didn't release the track list until a few albums for a few hours. Now look, he's not the first big artist to do something like that. Like big artists have had surprise album releases, all like that. That's not new, but that's never been something Lil Wayne has done. You know, part of me wondered if the reason for this lack of a rollout was because his team knew this album wasn't up to the quality
Oh, shit. Really?
of a Carter album. Because the Carter album, and even some of his fans have been complaining about this. Like, if he hadn't called it a Carter album, the backlash wouldn't have been as bad. It's kind of like a stamp of approval.
Yeah.
If it's a Carter, it's supposed to be great. Sin number 2. Outdated and recycled bars.
Oh no.
All right. Now,
What?
if you don't know much about Lil Wayne, I can tell you Lil Wayne is pretty much known for living in his own world. Like, he doesn't really keep up with current events at all. I'm serious. Like, his main news source is ESPN. I'm not joking.
Yeah.
Like, there's been plenty of moments over the years which have been kind of funny, like him thinking 21 Savage was a group. That's just a single rapper.
That's
Or
Thank you.
it was a recent article where he claimed that he didn't know Jay-Z and Kanye West made an album together. And there's also video proof of him dissing both of them for making that album. So like, it's hard to get a gauge on like if he's being serious all the time or not. But it is pretty well established. He doesn't really keep up with a lot, right? And when you get out of touch like that, that's how you end up with some of these punchlines that we get on the album. Lil Wayne is still making punchlines about Stevie Wonder and Sylvester Stallone in 2025. Who cares? He's even recycled some of his own punchlines.
Oh, that's
like
tough.
on this new album, he has this one line where he says, barrel to your temple like a pimple. It goes zit, zit, zit. He has also used that same punchline pretty similarly a decade ago on a mixtape. It was goes zit, zit, zit as pimples.
Oh no.
Sin number 3, Kids Bop energy and Bono. I just want to make it clear, there's never been a time in my life where I wanted to hear Bono. I never wanted to hear him.
I don't want to hear him talk.
I never wanted to hear him talk. I never wanted to hear him on a feature. Never wanted to hear him as a solo artist, not with his band. I hate the way that he walks, the way he talks. I definitely hate the way he dresses. The song that he has with Bono on this album, it sounds like something you would hear at an MLM convention. Like, it sounds like one of those, like, when any place you're going to where people are trying to, like, convince you.
You mean you show up and they roll and they dim the lights and the video comes down?
Yes.
And this is
that's
the presentation about Amway or whatever the fuck?
Yes, that's the song they're playing.
Mary Kay.
they are playing that song for Mary Kay. Yes, exactly. Like the song sounds so cheap. Let me also say, I hate kids on songs. Kids have never made music better. I stand by that stand. I've never heard a kid on a song and it made the song better. At best, it was neutral. Pretty much all the time, it's made it worse. It sounds like Kids Bop. Lil Wayne has his kids on this album, and that was a mistake.
Yikes.
Almost always a mistake in general.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. Yes. Your kids are pretty much never as talented as you are.
What?
We're on forward now. It's the Death by Track list. Carter albums, and really probably Lil Wayne albums in general, have always been long albums. Like there are routinely 20 plus track albums. Yes. They've usually ran long.
Oh, that's interesting.
Now, that's not a problem when the music is good. But when it just continues to drag on and on and on, it just becomes a chore.
Yeah.
Right? Now, I think this album, maybe it could have been decent had this only been like 12 or 14 songs. There was an easier fix because there was a signature thing about these Carter albums that he got away from that he could get back to, which is taking one great beat and rapping over it multiple times throughout the album. Okay. Like the Carter 2, there's one great beat that he raps over near the beginning of the album, midway through, and it's like the closing track of the album too. If you're going to insist on having these longer albums to avoid these production issues of just having these cheap SoundCloud sounding beats, if you can just get one great beat and stretch it out multiple times, we can get around that. There's a track produced by Lin-Manuel
Miranda.
There's an elephant on the song. Having too long of an album, that gets compounded by sin number 5. Lost substance. Now here's the thing. Lil Wayne has begun a lot of criticism that has been unfair because a lot of people have been acting as if Lil Wayne has never had any depth to his records.
Yeah, that's not true.
That is not true at all. Like one of the most pivotal moments of his career was a verse that he had on the song called Hollywood Divorce. And we kind of got into really how capitalism has really caused people to try to profit off of the tragedy of Hurricane Katrina. And there's other examples, even more recently on the Carter 5. There's a song about called Let It All Work Out, where he kind of gets into, how do I phrase this? Shooting himself on purpose.
Oh.
And, you know, we may not even had Lil Wayne.
Wow.
And I tear up every time I hear that song. I don't want to hear it. Anybody saying that Lil Wayne has never had depth, that is truly false. Now, with that being said, this criticism does have some merit. A lot of the time, Lil Wayne isn't rapping about anything. All right, it is typical rapper topics. Like I'm smoking the best this, I'm selling this, I'm
wearing this.
It is a lot of that. Now, even that, to hold that against him is a little unfair because the reason he built up his career is by being so prolific, by putting out all these mixtapes and all these albums. When you rap that much, how many heartfelt songs can you really make? Like, honestly, one question I really want to start asking Lil Wayne fans is Carter 2 or Carter 3? If you are a Carter 3 fan, this is kind of your fault. Number 6, he's part of the problem. The Lollipop Effect.
Uh-oh.
I think Lil Wayne became the artist that he is today because of the success of the song Lollipop. And I think the success of that song shaped his career trajectory going forward. You look at rappers today, though, you see a lot of dreads and face tattoos.
True.
That's Wayne.
That's Wayne.
That is Wayne's influence.
Sure.
For better or worse, Wayne, I would say, is the most influential rapper ever.
Really?
I'll just say in closing, what has really frustrated me about this album is that Wayne can still rap. Like from a technical standpoint, I think he's possibly at his best. But when you can just rap really well and you just don't say anything, you're just the Black Eminem. Eminem is pretty much in the same category in the fact that he doesn't really leave his house. He doesn't go out. He doesn't really get other life experiences.
Oh, so you mean Eminem now?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But he doesn't really say much. And that's just kind of Wayne now. So like, comment, subscribe, all that. All right. Cool.